Hey guys, what's up? What's up? What's up? Yes, I am wearing my pajamas that I wore to record Good Girls, okay, because this is still Sunday, okay. You guys are getting this review on Monday, okay, tomorrow. So, what I think I'm gonna do for Animal Kingdom is that I'm gonna record on Sundays today, and then I'm gonna upload it on Monday, edit it, and upload it on Mondays. So, it'll be already done in there. So, y'all, I am so excited. I have been waiting and waiting for Animal Kingdom to come back, and it is finally back, y'all. My show is back. My show and everybody else's show who watches Animal Kingdom is back. Cause COVID, I was wondering, man, cause after season 4 finale, a couple of weeks later after season 4 finale, it was announced that they were going to be renewed for season 5 and season 6. Season 6 is their last season. So I was waiting. I'm like, okay, when it's going to premiere? When it's going to premiere? Found out it was going to premiere in July 11th. I thought it was going to be on Tuesday because it usually comes on Tuesdays. Okay, it came on Tuesdays, but they decided, nope, we're going to switch it to Sundays. Sundays at 9 o'clock. So Animal Kingdom comes on Sundays now. So Animal Kingdom is now added into the Monday slot. So I am so happy that the show is back. Okay, so Animal Kingdom likes to play games. This show likes to play games. They decided to drop a full sneak peek episode of the new season. I thought sneak peeks was like 10-minute sneak peeks, 15 minutes. No, they dropped the whole episode of season 1 last week. So I saw the episode last week. I could have reviewed it, but I'm like, nah, I'm not going to do it. So, no. So I watched it again when it came on tonight, the season premiere. So y'all, let's get into it. So they show the recap of what happened in season 4 and everything like that. You know, basically the downfall of Smurf. Smurf is dead. Okay, she's dead because Jay shot her. Okay, she had cancer, and the last mission that they did as a family was going to was his name Jeb? Was his name Jeb? We gonna call him Jeb. Smurf and Jeb. Jeb is the father of Pope and Julia. Okay, so um, the last job was that they went to Jeb's brother's house, and she tried to rob him of all the gold and money and ammunition that he had stored in the bunker. They succeeded, but you know, there was a shootout that happened with his sons and everything like that, and Smurf killed Jeb's brother, and you know, she was so in denial and everything like that. She wanted Pope to shoot her, but Pope didn't shoot her, so Jay ended up killing her. So that's what happened in season 4. Um, so they're still trying to regroup. Beginning of the episode, they're trying to regroup and re-strategize how they're gonna work without Smurf. So we see Craig. Craig is now living in Baz's old place. So he goes in there and he wakes up Ren, Stepdaddy Craig, because y'all know his name is Stepdaddy Craig. Y'all think he is the father of that baby. He is not the father. I saw a recap on their Instagram page of season 4. Ren literally told Craig, I think you're the father. That's not a yes, that's not a no. She said, I think you're the father. I take that as he is not the father. So Craig is not the father. Craig is not the father of the baby. He is Stepdaddy Craig. So Stepdaddy Craig tells Rand, look here, you need to wake up and you need to lay low, get out of this house for a little bit because of the repercussions of what's happening with Smurf. So we see Darren. Darren is doing a lookout of somewhere. And we see Jay come out, you know, and knock on the window of Darren's car. And so they all get to the house, and they realize that they have stole from their cousins. here's the thing. Craig, Darren, and Jay, well, they don't really know the cousins like Pope does, but there's four of the boys, four of Jeb's brother. He had four kids. He had four boys. And so the boys want the gold back. They want what was taken from them back. Okay? So Pope was like, we need to return everything back. So, but Craig, on the other hand, Craig says, look here, this is 1.2 million of gold right in front of us, and you want to give it back? Are you serious? 1.2 million. Pope was like, look here, we got to do what we got to do. We got to give it back. Okay. So they split up. So you see Pope and Craig parked out in front of a post office. We get a flashback, okay? Because y'all remember last season was like an introduction to how Smurf became who she is. So we're still doing the flashbacks again. So flashback, okay? Swirly, flashback. We are in somewhere, I want to say the 1970s to what it looks like. And we see a young boy, a little boy and a little girl. And they're trying to make the scene as like, this older man trying to, touched the little girl. Come to find out that this is young Pope and young Julia. Okay, we are finally getting to who Julia is. Finally, it took y'all 5 seasons to finally give us a backstory of Julia. Okay, somewhat of a backstory of her. So young Pope and young Julia, they're at this gas station and they are conning this man, little thievery. They take his wallet and everything like that, okay? And so Pope and then Smurf, the young lady who played Smurf last season is still playing her. And they copped, a couple of bills and then their credit card. So they are going to go to a hotel, okay? And so you are starting to see how Pope is. We all know how Pope is mentally. Mentally, Pope is out there. Okay, Pope is, he's, cuckoo. Okay, we see that. And we kind of see how he is as a kid, okay? He was very quiet and to himself. We go back into the present day. So, Craig and Pope, they go through the post office and they see that the guy who works there is beat up. He tells them, look here, these guys, they were packing. It was a whole bunch of them. They had guns and everything like that, okay? And I gave them the address. Craig was like, you gave them the address to our house? Whole dude was like, no, I didn't give them the address to your house. I gave them the address that was on file. And so he pulls up the address, and it's an address to an apartment in Oceanside, an apartment that they know nothing about. So they get the address, and they go to Oceanside Apartments. We cut to Darren and Jay, who are putting, the gold and everything in the storage unit. And as they're closing up, Jay was like, Smurf told us that Adrian was talking to the cops. I just wanted to make sure that it was handled. Darren was like, it's handled. Jay was like, I just want to make sure that it's handled. Darren got up in Jay's face and he was like, it's handled. So as they're leaving, Jay gets a text message, and it's from Pope. So we get a flashback. They are at a hotel, like this little motel type of stuff. So we see Julia, who is rolling up a joint for Smurf. And I said, little girl, how you know how to roll up a joint at look like about 8 years old? Most likely because Smurf taught her. She's rolling up a joint for Smurf. And she was like, how is that different from a cigarette? And I'm like, girl, that gives you hallucinations and it makes you feel relaxed, okay? If you have a bad trip, you hallucinate. But in the end, it's trying to relax you, okay? And then Smurf tells Julia, go in the pool. And so we see Pope, and we notice in the first season, we always knew in the first season that Pope has OCD. Pope is very particular. He likes this, and this, and this, and this, and this. We've always known that about Pope. We see that it is confirmed that he has OCD. And so he is organizing the different candies by colors. Okay, red, blue, orange, green, yellow. He's organizing them by color. Smurf sees this and she was like, hey, rub my back with some sun lotion. So Pope is doing that. Well, Andrew. And then we see Julia in the pool. She's in the pool. She's playing in the pool. Then all of a sudden, this boy comes in the pool and he's splashing Julia. Julia is saying stop, but he's not stopping. He keeps going. Smurf was like saying it to the lady right next to them. She was like, is this your child? And she was like, they're kids. They're just having fun. And then, this is how Smurf trained the kids. She puts her hand on Pope's shoulder. Pope's hand is on her shoulder. She puts her hand on top of his hand. And he goes into the pool. Andrew goes into the pool. And he starts drowning the kid. He got the kid in the headlock and everything like that. Smurf ain't doing nothing. The mom right next to her is freaking out. She's like, are you going to do something? Smurf was like, kids are going to be kids. And so someone comes in and he breaks up, Andrew from the boy and everything like that. And the mom was like, I'm going to call the cops. Smurf was like, all right, let's go. Present day. So Jay and Darren arrive at Oceanside. And they meet up with Pope and Craig. Pope was like, up there is a apartment that Smurf owned. They asked Jay, did you know about this apartment? No, I didn't know about this apartment. Because y'all remember, I think in like season 4, season 4, Smurf was basically training Jay all of like the apartments that she owned and everything like that. So he was basically working for her, working the books and everything like that. He was like, nah, I ain't know about this apartment. You see one of the cousins walk outside and Pope was like, yeah, that's Odin. The rest of them are in that apartment. So he had to come up with a plan. In the apartment, 3 of the boys, I think their name was Jeremy. I'm going to say Jeremy, Jethro, and Michael. I'm going to call them that. They're in an apartment. They're looking for anything to find on Smurf. Where is she? Where is she? She has to be somewhere. She has to be out of town. The refrigerator's open. Man, she has to be somewhere. They're looking through everything. They pull out a drawer, and there's pictures of Julia. And, they're just trying to find anything. So then Craig has an idea. He sees a homeless person. He was like, y'all got 5? Y'all got 20? Hope was like, I got 5. That'll do. So they use the homeless man to pee on the back of the Jeep. And so Odin hears it, and that's a distraction for Jay and Darren to run across the freaking roof, and for Pope and Craig to come behind and draw their guns. So they got him hostage, right? So they're leading him up to the room, and he tells them, hey, I gotta come in. I gotta use the bathroom. Meanwhile, Jay and Darren are coming from the back, into the room. And then they turn around. Darren and Jay is like this. Open up the door. Odin comes in and everything like that. Jethro, who is the leader of the whole brother club, he was like, look, man, we're just here for the gold. That's it. Okay? We just want our gold, and that's it. Pope was like, okay, look here. We're going to give you the gold, and when we give you the gold, you're going to leave, okay? It's in a storage unit. Come with me. So Jethro, he volunteers. He was like, I'm going to go with him. Y'all just stay here. So, we get another flashback. We get a flashback of Smurf, Andrew, and Julia leaving the hotel. And we see the car. Smurf sees a car that the ladies whose son was, splashing Julia, sees her car. So Smurf comes up with the idea. She was like, Andrew, let me see your shirt. takes off his shirt. She messes with the hanger, and she gets like a little liquor bottle. She opens up the gas canister, opens up the gas to the car, to the girl's car, and she rings the shirt, puts it in the gas tank hole. She pours alcohol on it, lights it on fire. As they're leaving, the car blows up. Okay, so we're in present day. And so Jeremy, he asked Jay, so you killed their mother. How are you still alive? And I said, girl, same thing, but it's complicated. So Jethro and Pope, they come back from getting the gold. And Jethro tells Pope, he was like, you know that your dad is buried there. He's like, yeah. He's like, maybe you need to come by, pay your respects. So they leave. They go back to the house and they heat up the lasagna. I said, y'all need to put that lasagna in the oven for a couple of more minutes. It still looked a little cold, It wasn't cheesy or nothing. Put that back in the oven, okay? So as they're eating, Pope goes into the garage and he opens up the lock and he pulls out Smurf's ashes, okay? And then back inside, Jay hands Craig and Darren copies of the will. And as they're reading the will, it's found out that Pamela, who was Smurf's friend, y'all remember the black lady last season who was cool with Smurf? Yeah. She owns everything is to her. Smurf gave everything to her in the will. They don't get nothing, okay? Pope doesn't even know about it. All of a sudden, the lights go out. And everybody's like, what's going on? Jay was like, I'll check the breaker. And all of a sudden, Pope, he goes out of the garage and he hears something. It's the car. It's the cousin's car. They barge through the gate and they just start shooting, okay? They get out. They have night vision goggles because it's dark outside. Like Call of Duty, they got on night vision goggles and they just shooting up everything. Jay gets hurt, with sparks got in his eye, and everybody, they just shooting. They just shooting, okay? And so it's all quiet. Y'all, I was laughing throughout this whole entire scene because it was so funny. All you heard was deep breathing. That's all you heard was breathing. I was just laughing because they was just breathing so hard. They was breathing so hard. And so, like I said, the dudes, they got night vision so they can see. So they in the bathroom, Jay's cleaning out his eyes and everything like that. Okay. Craig, he goes into his room. He pulls out the sniper. Snipe Sally. He's about to start sniping people, okay? And so Pope is still in the garage. He on the floor. He dodging Jeremy, I think. And so they just start shooting. Bam! Bam, 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 bam. They just start shooting. Craig up in the roof. He gets somebody. Got him in the neck, okay? They got him in the neck, okay? And then Jay and Darren, they get two of them. Darren got old dude in the neck. I heard, and just start dying, okay? And so, Odin tackles Pope into the pool, and then they fighting. Yo, this scene made me realize how crazy Pope was. This Odin, he freaking out in the pool. He doing all this stuff and wailing in the pool. Pope is just there like this. Odin. Pope. Just there, holding his breath. Holding his breath, okay? That was so funny. That whole scene was so funny, okay? And then Jeremy woke up, all right? And then I think Craig got him in a headlock, right? Craig got him in a headlock. Craig doing all this stuff. He tried to get a gun. Jay gets one arm, and then um, Darren gets the other arm, and then he trapped because he can't do nothing because both of his arms is trapped. Craig just choking him. Craig is choking him. He fighting. He doing all this stuff. He doing all this stuff. He just passes out. Passes out, right? And so they clean up the body. They gotta hurry up. They gotta clean it. They gotta get rid of everything, okay? Darren was like, I'll hold on. I'll take care of the cops and everything because you can hear the sirens. So they all get in the bodies. They putting it in the trucks. Darren, he popping pills, putting something in the wound, and it's all dripping and stuff like that. And then he patches it up and put duct tape on it. I'm like, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. All right. And then all of a sudden, the cops show up. He has this MacGyver type drill with a flashlight. I'm like, y'all ain't got a flashlight, you know? Nah, you got a drill with a light attached to it. But okay, do what you gotta do. He makes up a lie, and he says that we were playing video games, but the neighbors called about gunshots. So he was like, nah, man, we were just playing video games. We had the lights, lights just cut off and everything like that. Police officer was like, what happened to the gate? He was like, drunk driver a couple of weeks ago. One of the cops isn't falling for it. He's like, we gonna search the house. Darren was like, you got a warrant? Okay. Old dude was like, look here. We have word of possible gunshots, okay? Officer was like, well, look here, call off, a 614, okay? 614, stand down. One of the cop went to turn around. I'm like, he gonna give us some hard time because he was looking at the cop side eye like, you for real? Okay. So the cop is working with the Cody family. And so Darren gives him the money, and he was like, none of this would have happened if Smurf was alive. Y'all need to tighten up, okay? Tighten up. Tighten up. So we see Pope, Craig, and Jay. They're transferring the bodies in one van and bleaching the other van and everything like that. Craig was like, he's still alive. Pope was like, just put him in the truck, okay? Pope was like, go back to the house. I'll see you back at the house. Go back to the house. So Pope takes the car and he drives. We get a flashback, okay? We get a flashback to Smurf, Pope, and Julia. They're somewhere eating burgers. And you see Pope, taking off the pickles and everything like that. And so Smurf, she pours a little something in her drink. And she walks away. And Julia was like, can we leave? She was like, why? You're tired? She was like, no. I think it's best for Pope. He needs to something. She was like, she's worried about him or something. And so you see Smurf hand Julia the alcohol-infused beverage. And she said, drink. And I said, Smurf, you deserve Mother of the Year. You deserve Mother of the Year, Smurf. You really do. Not. So, she thinks that it's cute that Julia is showing that she cares about Pope and that she's worried about Pope. And little Pope is just eating his burger and just chilling, okay? So then we get back into the real world. Pope goes to this area or whatever, and he pulls out Jethro. And he tells Jethro to start digging. Jethro's digging. He helping Pope put the bodies of his brothers in the hole along with the guns. All right. Pope tells him to shut up and get on his knees. I'm like, dang, you about to execute this dude right here. Dang, Pope. And then Pope just starts talking to himself. Take out the trash, Andrew. That's what you're good at. You're good at taking out the trash. And you always do this. You always do that. And I'm like, Pope, you scared me a little bit. Pope, you scared me a little bit, bro. Calm down. And so he's about to pull the trigger. But then he tells Jethro, get up. Get up. Jethro gets up. And he just tells Jethro to run. He tells him to run. And Jethro runs. And I'm like, what are you doing, Pope? It's going to come back on you. It's going to come back on you, Pope. It's going to come back on you. It's going to come back on you. And then they show the recap of what's going to happen this season. Y'all, I'm ready. I'm ready. I am ready. I have been waiting. It's been 84 years. No, I'm kidding. I'm ready. This season look like it's going to be a trip. I am ready to spend Sundays with my favorite dysfunctional family, that is the Cody family. Y'all, I will see y'all when I see y'all, okay? I'm ready. Season 5 is going to be fun. I can already tell. All right? Peace, love. I love you guys. Mwah.